The Big Picture, an official report of the United States Army, produced for the armed forces and the American people.
That was the Battle of the Argonne Forest, and only just beginning. It's been that way for 3 whole days and 3 nights. Cut off from the battalion, with no food, no water, no ammo, no nothing. Then that last barrage lifted, and I started crawling around, looking for the rest of the patrol. You know what? There wasn't any. What was left of them, if there'd been any, had all been pulled back. I was all alone. I look around, and that place was just a-popping with Germans. All of a sudden, it seemed like the whole of the Kaiser's army was out just to get me, and all of them yelling for me to surrender. Well, I started looking for a clip. Oh, gee, Rushy, there wasn't any. I got so sore, I forgot to be scared. Then I grabbed for a hand grenade. I pulled the clip, hauled back, and let her go. You know what? Every darn one of them come running out with their hands up over their head, yelling, "Comrade! Comrade!" Must have been a whole regiment. Or a battalion. Couple of hundred, anyway.
Well, that was World War I, the Battle of the Argonne. At least that's the way Grandpa recalls it. Perhaps he has stretched the truth a little bit. After all, refighting the old battles has been one of man's favorite conversational topics since the Stone Age. We must remember that it is a highly competitive pastime. And now let me interrupt just long enough to introduce myself. I'm Sergeant Stuart Queen, bringing you another in our series, The Big Picture. Today you will see the Battle of Salerno, a glowing chapter from our military history. Another reason, too, for that pride which makes the old battles a treasured source of memories among all men who have served the nation. But now, let's return to Grandpa and his captive audience.
A tight corner, eh? I'll say. What did I do? I'll tell you what I did. I picked up that empty rifle of mine just as if she was loaded, and I started herding them prisoners into a single file. Maybe you think I wasn't scared. Come on, you, I yell. Come on, you. Get 'em up. Keep moving. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on, come on. Yeah, I mean you. Hold up. You.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Pop. You're not at it again. Hi, Tommy. On the level now, how many Germans was it this time?
Go on. Go ahead. Poke fun. All the same, that was a man's war. None of your cream puff fighting with fancy machines to do the job. Cold steel and bullets, that's what we used. I was in a war.
You were in a war? Well, now, isn't that something? Where do you suppose I was? At a taffy pole? Have you ever heard of Salerno?
Salerno?
And we had to clean up North Africa before we ever got to Salerno.
Salerno? Oh.
Well, go ahead and laugh. Maybe I'd be laughing, too, if I hadn't been there. Salerno. I bet most of us have never even heard the name.
Some facts and figures you don't forget, ever. This was September 9th, 1943. The hour? Call of Age hour. Some facts and figures you don't forget, ever. This was September 9th, 1943. The hour? Call of Age hour. was Salerno. And what a no-welcome committee. The worst poured down from those mountains beyond the beaches. Onto the beaches and punched on into the narrow Salerno plain behind them. That was D-Day and the night that followed. Our goal was Naples, but those mountains stood between. From them, enemy observation could spot every try we made for the foothills. Send armor tearing down. We were doing some tearing too, and units were breaking through. Remember the kids' game King of the Mountain? Well, that's what this was, but for keeps. Down below, we had a pal. The Navy was landing haymakers up into those hills. The enemy began to move in the troops that Monty's 8th had chased out of Sicily. But we were doing a little moving in ourselves, and every hour we were getting more of the things we needed to keep the show on the road. Sinews of war, that's what speechmakers call it. The same as muscle, and in our slugging match, we sure could use plenty of it. We were a going business, but setting up shop calls for real precautions. Maybe the tenants who moved out don't like you. These didn't, so we were mighty careful when we tidied up. Anyone who wasn't careful was likely to be sorry for it, if he was lucky. Just to keep from going soft, the engineers were taking time out from work to fight, and from fighting to work. The stuff that began to move over their roads made them the prettiest sight this side of US 1. Back of the beaches, a lot of equipment had to be written off. The Germans weren't letting anybody forget that they had firepower up in their hilltops. Those same gunners were having themselves a high old time holding down our use of the airstrips. We had two of them. One in a town called Montecorvino had been captured by the British. Our engineers built the other. Until we knocked off those guns, real air support had to come from Sicily or Navy carriers. But worse, those guns were costing us men. An ancient Greek temple had become a clearing station. And those nurses, some of them on the beaches before the end of D-Day, worked round the clock, treating and helping to evacuate the wounded. We stopped thinking about Naples. Only roads and hills with numbers, and towns that had names hard to pronounce. Battipaglia was one of the toughest to take too. But we had to, because it was a railroad junction and straddled the two best highways in the area. Reasons were that made a town important to us, the same reasons made it important to the enemy. And so those towns kept changing managements. We'd go in, get pushed out, and then have to go in all over again. And of course, worst were the ones up in the foothills. Up in the mountains with units circling backward and forward, you never knew who you'd meet up with. Sometimes it might be friends. A patrol could be a few yards away from an enemy hilltop, as the crow flies, not being a crow, still be miles away. Those were the miles that had to be bought, and the price was high. It was gonna go higher. For now, the Nazis were readying an all-out counterattack. From the north, he rushed his best divisions, seasoned Grenadier Panzers, the veteran Hermann Goering Division. He'd smash us, hurl us back into the sea.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this friendly matchup here on Purple Heart Lane between ZFG and Crows. 48th and 9th AD. I'll try to make the logos a little bit bigger. There we go. But obviously, going to be a little bit tough to fit all four of them up there. Just fine and dandy. Let's go ahead on over to middle. Purple Heart Lane, known for plenty of good truck snipes. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Round sailing on past. Oh, tank is just fine. Quacking back there. Transport truck heads down the main road. The Luke's rounds pouring out forward. This truck did not dive down the... Okay, they're going down the main road here. Oh my gosh, you guys, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt. They're trying to swerve. Oh. Oh, I can't believe they tried that. Oh my gosh. They made it actually kind of far, surprisingly. The Axis probably did not expect that either. Oh, mamma mia. But yes, we are on PHL today with Carentan Causeway as the middle point. For those of you who don't know me, I'll be your host for the next 90 minutes, Smithers, for this friendly matchup. Should be a grand old time on a map that requires or demands that every player will suffer. Nobody will escape the pain of Purple Heart Lane. Nobody will. Axis get fantastic control over Causeway. Allies did not take the side truck routes, decided to just say, you know what, screw it. We'll go down the main road and see what happens. And PG60 will be very, 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 very strong off the start. Now, Purple Heart Lane on the console side, well, expecting to see a at least a few solid backline airhead attempts. Plenty of real estate to work with in Purple Heart Lane. PG60 could launch a airhead over there to the northeast. Most likely won't go for Jordan Canal right off the bat. I think they'll play a little bit more conservative. Over here to the left, we have Jonesy, Snowy, Oberst Connect. Looking to test the border of Jordan Canal. One supply truck over there from Oberst Mayouts. And the first cap goes to PG60. Now the grind begins. One Stewie, Coley, Wonkair, Muggets. As you can see here, and the SPA as well. Of SPA, we got artillery that'll be shutting down this main road. You know what, with SPA, I mean, you think about it, kind of acts like another artillery gun in a way. If it's able to lock down a certain section just like the artillery. Except in competitive hella loose, 99% of leagues say, you know what, artillery is untouchable, but you can take out SPA. Kiesel may have put a satchel down right here on the board of the bunker. Yes, he did. There's a satchel. And that will most likely just damage the Stewie. Don't think it'll destroy it, but it could get a little chunk here. Lieutenant Lads, Hoochie Daddy, and Man Pickle 44. Man Pickle 44 gets a nice shotgun blast over there to the right. Wait for the satchel to go off. Oh, it does get the Stewie. Oh, I didn't expect that. Oh man, I would have voted no. There was a bet at there was a wager. I would have said no to that. But the satchel does knock it out. Very nice. Line looks pretty stable. Just a few skirmishes over here on the far flank. One recon vehicle went on down to the south. No SLs in that recon vehicle, just the pure recon vehicle. One Puma, actually, over here goes out of bounds a little bit. Do we have an out of bounds? What is this? Puma. Puma circles around to go. All right, Puma. Greyhound holds. Greyhound pushes. Puma backs up. Nope, I guess they will not be facing each other. I thought for sure we were going to see a 1 versus 1, but I guess not. And the Puma's just going to move away. Okay. And the Greyhound, unfortunately, will have no contenders over here. And there's the Brumbar with Mecca. And a nice, safe position. Really doesn't have to worry about Blueberries getting back here. Gonna have a nice time. Just staying in this nice little spot and launching these rounds to the north of Causeway. Just tracking that beautiful sea as it ticks up and up and up. No real movement over here at the hard camp. Everything is pretty stationary. This building right here will see countless artillery and rockets all throughout the map. All throughout the match. Offers a little bit of protection, but the MG so far is staying away. Line looks pretty solid all across. Medium Sherman holding out there by this hedge. And that's the thing on Purple Heart Lane is that the hedges aren't going to offer the greatest protection. As there's just a little bit. Just got a little bit of coverage. And so the tanks have to be super careful about how they navigate these. Panzer IV, though, is pushing. May have a sense that the medium is about to be exposed as well. Medium 75 holds. Do they have a shot? Panzer IV still coming. Oh, who's going to see each other first? Oh, there we go. Medium 75 gets a shot on in. Panzer IV tries to dodge. Oh, no. They get clapped. Nice teamwork, buddies. Very nice. It looked like 2 rockets, but I guess it was just 1 from Omni. Okay. Major Nut comes up and gives Omni a little pat on the back. At least for the moment. We do have some movement over here to the right. Oh, and the raspberries begin to go on through. Jig Squad. Ivan going over there to the back. King Squad will be setting up the recon OP. And this will begin the little trickle effect towards the west. I do have the dynamic weather on, it seems. Medium Sherman. We need to back out of that real quick. 2 medium Shermans to start here, and then we got another Stewie spawned in. No Jumbo 76 yet. Yeah, no Jumbo 76. They must have a crew that's pre-assigned that, and they're still in the medium. But yes, I don't expect a lot of dynamic map movements today, as by the terrain of Purple Heart Lane, it does not favor open ground pushes. You have these... It's a very laney map. No pun intended. Lieutenant Ladd's here. We'll look out to the distance and just have a little bit of coverage from that building in front of him. And then the trench. A little bit of hedgerow. And then that's it. First bombing run has been called in. This will be a Axis bombing run going south to north. Lieutenant Lads gets obliterated. Cornholio as well. Bombing run keeps going. It looks like I think it got 4 off of that. Remember, the competitive average is 3 according to my vast studies. Greedy Fox, Mr. Nimbus. Decker over there in the trench. Throwing a quick grenade. Decker tries to run to the right. Oh no, Greedy Fox. Oh, he hit his buddy. Oh. Jumped a little bit too quickly. You have 1 squad lead actually that made it through. Now the weather could provide a little bit of a wild card as far as being able to make it a little bit farther. We massacre. Counter bombing gun in from the Allies over here. Gets 3 already within the first few seconds. Oh, shot him. Nope, dodges it. 4 or 5. Hey, not a bad bombing run at all. But the blueberries should be okay. But remember, I keep forgetting about the weather. The weather is a very important part. Magnum here. Gonna hold the corner. And maybe with the combination of smoke and a little bit of thicker rain, could see some penetration over here to the north. But we already do have Jig Squad over there to the rears, everybody. Oh! And that's going to begin a little bit of a frontline wrap as we have a garrison established in H3, ready to go. Another rocket into the medium 75. One more rocket actually may do it. Kiesel. Nope, okay. Still alive, still alive. little bit of camp progress on its way. We do have Fox Squad inside of there. Don't think it's that serious, but if they're able to win a couple frags around the hard cap and create a little mighty box out, Greedy Fox in the building, guns down one. Rough. Oh, Greedy Fox. Spinning. Oh, man, a nice little triple here for Greedy Fox. Hey, that's big. Right here in the middle of the hard cap, buddies. Got a nice few reinforcements, and a PG60 underestimates this. And this will flip, but they do have a garrison over there to the left. Now, it depends on if artillery can lock that down or not. I did not expect this whatsoever. This is crazy. Allies making their way through here. And they got to commit, though. They got to get as many reinforcements into this push as they possibly can right here, right now. This is a very rare opportunity that you see on Purple Heart Lane. Squad leads surviving artillery, the SPA, and making their way up to the point to get their OP down. Raspberries trying to rush on in. I think, okay, more raspberries. Okay, there we go. There's the PG60 reinforcements on their way. Look at that. Huge save wave. Artillery strike called into the south, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late. The raspberries. Oh, there's the artillery. Yeah, raspberries on their way right now. Should be just okay. Yeah, look at them stack the building. Yeah, everybody in the building. Everybody in the building. Go. Gotta get the cap plate. Yeah, okay. The call went out and everybody has reestablished the point. Okay, there we go. Reinforcements also dropped as well. So that is active. There was an airhead drop from the Allies, but I think it's going to be taken out here. It's somewhere right here. There it is. Yeah, right there. Hoochie Daddy there to provide coverage over there to the right, but gets taken. Yeah, it gets wiped. Greedy Fox went on such a nice streak there in the circle. Unfortunately, though, it was a sort of a false alarm. Man Pickle on his way forward, may be able to defend the airhead for a little bit, but Talba getting a little bit closer here. Oh, actually walks past the airhead outline and gets blasted by Man Pickle. Strafer runs coming on through here. Sophie and Wolf. Sophie, oh no, Man Pickle, buddy. Oh, and Sophie's gonna dismantle it. Oh, and Greedy Fox doesn't see him either. Oh, the humanity. Damn. Okay, so after all that chaos, everybody, we still have this garrison up here to the northeast. We got an OP over there and active in the back line. They've been able to fight off what PG60 has thrown at them so far. And the hard cap is back to normal, with plenty of raspberries inside. Oh man, that was so close though. Obviously the call went out in the Axis command chat. Everybody's got to come back. And there was very good discipline there by the Axis. Rums bums down below us. We're gonna maybe make a surprise play back here. Gonna manage real quick. Take some shots on the right. Rums bums. No, doesn't see him in time. Over here to the east, we sort of a wild, wild west situation. Blueberries hunting down the rogue raspberries to the rear. Snowy, Kiesel. Nice little exchanges. They're holding front door just fine. A little bit of intrusion, but they've been able to take care of it. Because remember, the enemy is going to be funneled in a very narrow sector. A very narrow section, and shouldn't be too hard to manage. They may call a tank over to support as the game goes on, but for right now, I think they're okay. Snowy. Coyote. Magnum ZDK, and that takes care of Snowy. Kiesel Coyote over here to the left. Rambler here will be able to lock this down for the most part with this MG. Now, until they add a nice swimming function, this should be pretty easy to hold. Kind of curious if that'll be a part of Vietnam, maybe? Swimming function here on Purple Heart Lane? Or, well, I mean, I guess they could create the ability in Vietnam and maybe bring it on over to World War II. But a swimming, if you had a little bit of swimming action, then that will change the whole scene here. Man Pickle 5. Man Pickle holding down the trench. Proxy satchel goes off. Clears the building yet again. Okay, PG60 a little bit light on the hard cap. They still have the garrison down to the south, though. Rusty gunmen making their way forward. We have a Tiger down below us, a little bit farther back. Berserker in there. We have Bomber. Berserker, Bomber, and Chris. Up to the north, we do see the first Jumbo 76 on the road. Chris ready with the repair torch to the rears. Waiting for the 76 to make the first move. Sherman 75 over there to the right. We do have a Stewie to the far back that somehow... I totally did not see that make its way around the map. Where did that come from? How did that sneak past all of this? I'll have to look back at my replay and see where that snuck by from. That Stewie's pretty deep. Let's go check out the Stewie's position. Troy, Warthog, and Pico. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Gotta be careful, buddies. Whew, gotta be careful. Let's see how they approach this. Are they gonna go for it? Now, trust me, even I can still get confused as far as where you can cross the river and where you can't. Because sometimes you gotta hit it at just the right angle. Are they thinking about it? I think they're waiting for the go for the bridge. Stewie holds. Waiting. They're looking for that first Tiger. I know they are. They hear this AT gun going off and thinking maybe is that a Tiger? But do they want to give their position away for an AT gun? I don't think so. I think you leave the AT gun up and you go elsewhere. You drove all this way to blow up an AT gun? No. You want to take out a Tiger, buddies. We'll see what they decide here. They're looking. No, they are going to take it out. Now, will the crew know that they got taken out from an AT gun? That's the other question. All right. We'll leave them be for the moment. We'll pay attention to see where they go, though. We did ping the garrison. PG60 will know that there's something back there. Oh! Shucks. Good fight for the hard cap. Ready, coming over here to the flank. This is with the grease gun. Decker. Oh, Decker pulls out the MG42. Raw dogs him on down. Let's take a look over here to the far right of the map, everybody. GG Spies, T9MC. Oh, they did find the garrison over here to the northeast. Okay, so that's no longer an issue. They did clean up the outpost as well. No more raspberry intrusions. Everything is all good to go. Now, I do expect an airhead attempt by PG60 somewhere in the back line. I think that is still in the cards. Having a good little exchange over here with the blueberries and raspberries. Charlie Squad has come around the corner, maybe to... I think that's going to be beyond. Yeah, it's in the 7 grid. Won't be able to get that garrison up down there. Remember, you can... For those new players watching, you can... Remember, you can... If you're fighting as the allies are right now, they can only get garrisons up in the 5 and 6 grid line. Nothing beyond that. With the exception of the recon spotter, which can place their OP as anywhere they want. Scarecrow. Here trying to duke it out potentially against Omni. No, Omni saw him first. Oh, it's always that moment where you're looking to the left, looking to the right, maybe not necessarily in front of you. And then all of a sudden, you see, you're like, oh no, there they are. That's some flight try. Echo coming to the back. Lightning strikes here. Remember, there is a weather cancellation if the weather gets too serious. Obviously, we want to think about the players' safety over the course of this match. And if the lightning gets too severe, they will call a timeout and go for a 30-minute break or 45-minute until the weather improves. Don't want to risk getting hurt on Purple Heart Lane. Mr. Nimbus over here in the building. Just holding the corner here. Mr. Nimbus takes down one. Gonna come around the corner. Oh, takes down Sophie as well. HGH heard those rounds. Sophie trying to communicate out that, hey, he's in here. HGH. Look at a POV of HGH. The artillery stops him in his tracks. Yeah, it's a little bit of isolated situation there for Mr. Nimbus. His buddies up to the north are fortunately don't look like they're going to be able to join him. Mr. Nimbus, though, going to be fragging as much as he can with artillery support coming all around. Mr. Nimbus keeps going. No, Mr. Nimbus. Can he take the point by himself? He's going to try. He's going to roll on forward here, try to find the outposts. Oh, he's going to burn 2 outposts. Guns down another one. Burns 1 outpost. Burns 2 outposts. Mr. Nimbus, look at you go, buddy. Oh, your adrenaline is probably sky high right now. Mr. Nimbus is going to maybe find the garrison as well. Mr. Nimbus sees the Gary. Going to go up. Mark it. What a run by Mr. Nimbus. No way, he's gonna dismantle the garrison too. Oh, he does. Oh my gosh, buddy. What a run. What a run by Mr. Nimbus. Oh, everybody give Mr. Nimbus a high five. That was absolutely amazing. I don't even care that I missed the P-Strike. That was great. P-Strike was successful though, and it takes down a P4. Oh, Mr. Nimbus with a banger right there in the middle of Carentan Causeway. Mamma mia. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, buddy. Oh, man, no doubt he's sweating a little bit after that one. It's one of those moments where you have a little bit of a realization during it where you're going, oh my God, I'm still alive. I'm going to keep going here. Pretty crazy. Satchel goes off on the point. All right, we'll give a little bit of love over here to the right side. Perky Cod, holding on by the hinge. Got a little chunk of raspberries by. Yeah, everybody, please give a little round of applause there to Mr. Nimbus. Doing a hell of a job. Oh no, Perky Cod AFK, baby! Or it could be taking a leak. I'm not too sure. Don't want to get too close. Yeah, Perky Cod's not there. Raspberries roll on by, though. Nothing in the back line, though. They did have something earlier. For those of you joining late, I'm your host, Smithers, for this friendly matchup between ZFG, Crows, 48th and 9th Armor Division versus PG60 here on Purple Heart Lane. So far, we've seen one cap going to the Axis. We almost had a second one. It was really, really close. But the Axis were able to get a few big save waves back and save it at, I mean, it was I think it was maybe 80-90%, something like that. They called the save waves and still hold on to Causeway. But it's been a good one so far. Purple Heart Lane known for being more of a static map. I mean, in 30s, you're going to see a lot more shifts. But in F49s, it's going to be a little bit quieter as far as shifts go. At least in my experience. Now we're only 33 minutes in. Could see a change here. But remember, if you're enjoying the stream, be sure to take a second and hit that like button for me, if you could, please. Two Jumbos active on the road. I'm assuming they did win the fight against... Yeah, they did win that first fight against the Tiger. Should see another Tiger coming out of Middle HQ. Yes, we do. Another Tiger Middle HQ. Supply truck coming down the road. These 76s may see that, actually. Oh, follow the Jumbos. They make their way forward. So smoke rounds landing, no airhead or anything. Pretty much just to help the push right now. Raspberry begin stacking this side. Lykener, Schotten, Jonesy. All still trying to crack the defense so they could get over the Jordan Canal, but I mean, they're just having a rough go of it. It's a tough time. Lykener. Yeah, there we go. And you see, they just, I mean, you get exposed out into the open, and then the MGs, the riflemen, able to pick you off one after another. And it's not the grandest of times. They're just trying to hold the Allies where they are at the moment. Without armor support, artillery, or really anything, yeah, I mean, as long as the teams are equal here, don't think you're going to see too much shifting. Brandt. Trying to get some shots here down the creek. No, Brandt struggling a little bit with the joysticks. Oh no, I think it's B and Woody over there to support. Blueberries just spawn back in up to the north. This is what I'm talking about. I mean, you have a decent amount of hedgerow protection. Axis aren't going to dedicate any armor here off the opening, as there's just not many great spots. They're going to focus their armor to hold Causeway and protect this road. It's going to be purely an infantry on infantry fight right here. And just as I say that, we do have a Stewie coming up to support. It's like this tank crew is going to give it a... I never actually saw what happened to the backline with them. I think we were distracted by Mr. Nimbus. But let's see what the Stewie does. They try to go to the far right in this scene. Trying to go around, go straight down. Oh, they're going to go behind the hedges. Okay, that makes sense. Nope. Nope. Oh no. Oh no, they die. Okay, no. Okay, they're good. As I say, I don't think the driver was submerged there. Pico may just have a little bit of a scare. Bieda. Bieda! Let's take it out. And now the Stewie will most likely hold. Go check out the hard camp. Still absolute chaos. We have a tanker here, Chris. So befuddled by all the artillery and explosions going off that proxy satchel placed right there. Unfortunately, cannot find his tank. It's a bad search for it. See what this proxy satchel does? Okay, nobody in the area. Over here to the right, the Raspberry's trying to push artillery. Mops up a good chunk. 276s have not committed to the attack just yet. They're on the road, though. One Tiger hanging out way down to the south. Jumbo utilizing that Belgian gate. Other Jumbo to the rears. Give him a little friendly love tap. Tiberius backs up. Doesn't want to get ran over. And unfortunately, the Jumbo's booty is in a little bit offset position, so they're not going to be able to back up just fine. They're going to be hitting the edge of that wall should they get shot first. They may be thinking about a push. Artillery strike called in down to the south. It's a lot of munitions. Let's go take a look at the poll. HL Vietnam will be released before or after GTA 6. 73% so far say before. 27% say Oh, yes. Hopefully there's no delays. So far, I think they've just said that it will be later in 2026. I don't think they even gave a month yet. Or even a quarter. It's just, I mean, I get it's cautious optimism. It's like, hey, it's going to be sometime later in 2026. We'll see how it goes over the next couple months, and we don't want to overpromise, which is always good. I'd rather be told generalities versus specifics. Only for them to have to keep restating it as we've seen with GTA. Airhead called in right there. No raspberries within distance, and I don't see any AT players. Nice rocket over there to the right from Goodman. And this is it. Bombing run, 3 artillery strikes. Airhead, this has to be an all-in call. Let's see what they do. A little bit of cap progress on 4th. Just 1 raspberry literally entering the sector. That's it. Here comes the bombing run from the Allies. No, it's just off angle a little bit. No. And everybody's got to live on the hard cap. Did it get the garrison by chance? I think it did. Okay, I think it did get the garrison. No garrison alive around the hard cap. Just OPs. All right, here we go. Everybody's pushing on in. Smoke, artillery, tanks. Mr. Nimbus, waiting to see if he can go on another amazing frag streak here in the hard cap. Wolf, cool run up there and at the top. Raspberries, trying to get inside a little bit of coverage. Mr. Nimbus pushing for the garrison, or trying to find an outpost. Mr. Nimbus, oh, it gets cut down the rears. Counter bomber run on its way from the Axis. Will he get the airhead? I don't think so. I think it's going to be a little bit off the mark. Yeah, not sure about that bombing run. I'm wondering if the Axis commander misplaced that puppy, because it's going to get nothing over there to the right. Nobody's home. Yeah, that bombing run was unfortunately misplaced. May have a little bit of fat fingered the joystick a little bit. And the blueberries control the hard cap. Raspberries, no garrison in sight. It's purely OP dependent right now. Crank 682, try to do everything it can. Kiesel trying to frag a whole bunch of blueberries. Kiesel gets another one. Looking for more. No, gets gunned down. A couple raspberries coming to support the hard camp. Blueberries stack the building in the middle. No, what a nice satchel goes off and clears it. Oh, PG60 may be able to save it on the skin on their teeth, buddies. Oh man, what a big proxy satchel there in the building. Reinforce was dropped as well. Oh, Gefreiter flinch over here into the back. One Jumbo 76 did get taken out. I wonder if there was Flinch who placed that over there. This Jumbo, don't see any satchel on him. Flinch is holding though. We'll wait here a moment. You know, sometimes it can be tricky. I mean, they can place it really deep in the tracks. Flinch is holding. PG60 will maintain control of Carentan Causeway. Amazing. Just when you think the Allies are going to get it, 2 times now, Axis has been able to respond. With no armor in the hard cap, by the way. All the Axis armor has been stuck in HQ for a little while. Pinned down by the Jumbo 76s on the road. Scope, gun down, trying to make his way inside. Outpost gets, or supplies get dismantled. Heine. Oh! Look at him. Oh, shoots him right in the gut. And just like that, the hard cap is all good to go. Nice long-range rocket there from an Omni or Goodman? I'm not too sure. Maybe Goodman. Stewie has come down to the southwest. We do have 2 Tigers on their way down here, so those will be up on the front line momentarily now that they're able to escape the wrath of the Jumbos on the main road. I think one Jumbo retreated. I don't think they lost that one. I don't see a carcass here. I think they pulled back. The threat from the infantry was just a little bit too much. They did lose the other Jumbo to the rears. I think that was a satchel from Flinch, if I remember correctly. Snickers Lion, Commander, trying to get some movement over here. Get some exercise. Jeff Cook over there. Oh, takes a shot in the shoulder. Actually, I know somebody named Jeff Cook. Interesting. Wonder if that's him. Man, it's always wild how a hard camp can go from craziness to nice and calm. Another Blueberry Wave making their way up on forward and giving it another try. It's a roll to meat grind units. You just get up and try again. We do have an airhead attempt by PG60 over here to the deep backline with the rain and everything. I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be picked up on. It is right next to the garrison. This airhead is... Where is this thing? There it is. Airhead right there. Garrison right behind it. Let's see what PG60 decides to do. Supplies dropped as well, so they'll be able to get up the garrison of their own. Now, will they turn around and find the Allied garrison? Oh, no. Nobody sees it. Oh, no. Oh, they're going to hate themselves when they spawn back in. All right, so the Allied garrison is going to be alive and well. Now everybody's going to spawn in and head towards the hard camp and wipe out the Axis garrison. They did get 1-2 SLs off of this. Mr. Nimbus comes on in. Mr. Nimbus is like, oh my gosh, you guys. He's going to dismantle the airhead. Nope, spawn wave. Airhead gets taken out, but Mr. Nimbus is going to be like, yo, bro. We got a garrison right in our back line. Shotton is like, where did that guy come from? Those moments where nobody does a quick 180 to see if there's anything around him. Straight front comes to the back. 40 minutes left on the go. PG60 has bodies, OPs in the Blueberry Wave. They're going to obviously see that garrison. Supplies are still there, though. 50. Oh, and somebody must have dropped the support box. Somebody hits a mine, I think. Reinforced drops, but they should be just fine. Yeah. Oh, PG60, buddies. Oh, nobody did a quick 180 to see. Everybody just rushed forward. For those new players out there, just keep that in mind. When you spawn on a backline garrison like this, always just think that, hey, let me just check the border real quick and see if there's enemy garrison or something. Because usually teams will set up a border garrison right here to act as radar, because they know the enemy can only get a garrison up over here on this side, and that way if this goes off, that means that the enemy is nearby. That's just get in the habit of doing a quick 180, patrol around here a little bit, see if there's anything, and then rush towards the hard camp. It could have been a really good attack. I mean, it could have been... I mean, PG60 would have been flooding reinforcements down there to the southeast. But they're going to watch this back on stream and go, no, scheiße. That kind of thing. Sticker's line. Relieves a little bit. They did lose a little bit of momentum for the attack on Carentan Causeway, but they still got their positions placed east to west. King Squad did sneak by and potentially could get something over there. Go get a POV of HUD. Nope, we will not. Rusty. Nope. Nice nades. The Axis. Throw it off, another little attack. And remember, if you're watching this and you have no idea what competitive Helios is and you want to check it out, you can go ahead and check out the Discord link in the video description, or you can head to my YouTube profile page and click on the Discord link there. You can join as a console or PC recruit. And if you're not interested in competitive at all, you can always join as a casual member. And you will be able to find recruiters from both the PC and console side, from teams all around the world. Oh, mamma mia. They already get Jig Squad. Rias got a support player back there. And Jig Squad stayed alive and got another garrison up. Oh, shnikes. We do have the medium 75, though, that's coming around. They may have seen it. Should be okay. We'll pay attention to that, though. Neck, T9 NOC. Crawling forward to avoid those Axis rounds heading their way here. Delta Goat sneaks on by. Now remember, the POV will not be perfect for the sniper. It's going to have this little weird zoom effect. Axis supplies falling over there into the distance. Just looking to hold these hedgerows. A bit of camp progress on Causeway. Blueberries nice and spread out, holding these hedges. Is it time for another big attack? We do have one Jumbo 76 in position. Axis tank still very down south to the HQ. We did see 2 Tigers over here on the left. Looks like one Tiger got knocked out. One Tiger positioned by the building right there. Bombing run on its way. Let's see how it does. It's going in. Gets 1. Gets 2. Gets 3. Buddy, trying to run out of the way. No, Buddy's not able to make it. Panic mechanic. A little bit of raspberry pocket gets deleted by the satchel. Oh, pour me a glass of Bubba Badoo. That was great. Very nice. And the blueberries will cruise on into the hard cap, and this will be the 3rd attempt for the Allies to cap Carentan Causeway. Can they do it? Or will PG60 throw him right back out again? Looks like we have a light tank that hit the riverbed. Spawn wave over there to the bottom. Looks like they have a little bit of different airhead position this time. Blueberries pouring on in. But we've seen PG60 strike back before. I won't put it past them. And the proxy satchels on this building have been fantastic this game. They really have, ladies and gentlemen. They've been picture perfect. Counter bomber gun coming in from PG60. This time it's looking a little bit better, going straight down the middle, baby. No, the blueberries over there to the right this time. It gets 1. It gets 2. Gonna head towards this Jumbo 76. They'll track the Jumbo, but the Jumbo's safely behind the Belgian gate right there. And PG60 strikes back, wins the frags, and they're in the hard cap. Oh, it looks so good. Lieutenant lands inside the building, trying to survive against all the raspberry notes. Not able to. And look at that. It looks so good. It looks so good. I tell you what, it looked really good. Stickers Lion probably is wondering, what will it take to cap this point? What do I gotta do?
No. Let's go for the point. We have to hurry. So satchel.
What does the team gotta do it, everybody? What do they need? Do they need the tanks to get up to the circle? Puma's rolling by. Stickers Lion says, buddies will take care of that. I gotta keep pushing. Oh, gun down from scared. Rocket in from Jan Wano. Puma backs up. Christie gets popped. Puma's burning pretty badly. One more rocket should do it. Another blueberry wave comes down the riverbank. Lieutenant Fritz in the recon. No AT for the blueberries. We have Wano comes back in here. One rocket will do it. Before the Puma takes out too many more of his friends. No, and he misses. What else did he destroy something else maybe? Oh, he did. Oh, he got a repair station or something. Yeah, I did. Hey, the missed rocket worked out. One for the repair station and one for the Puma. Oh man, such solid attempts, but PG60 holding on. Jordan Canal all good to go. 76 over to the right, approaching all these raspberries. Give credit to these blueberries over here, Omni, GS, Major No. Just surviving based off of, or almost off nothing here. Just dying, getting up, pushing through the open, dying, getting up, pushing through the open. Yes, just taking refuge behind the Lukes. I mean, the Allies have thrown almost everything. The only thing they haven't committed have been the tanks and the hard cap. That's the only thing they're missing. Maybe if they take a couple of medium 75s and try to rush them on forward. And just park those in the circle. Maybe they just need a little extra spice on top. The spice menage, as they say. "28 minutes, 40 seconds left to go. If you're just joining me, I'm your host today, Smithers, for this friendly matchup between ZFG Crows 48, the 9th AD, against PG60. Purple Heart Lane with Carentan Causeway as a middle point. So far we have seen, believe it or not, only one cap going to the Axis with 3 solid attempts by the Allies, but all 3 of them thwarted by the relentless Axis Grenadiers in armor. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to hit that like button real quick, if you could, please. If you have any questions, go and drop them in chat, and then if you're watching this after the video, be sure to drop a comment below. Do have a medium 75 coming around to the far left. Burning a little bit, but still trying. Now the Tiger is wide out in the open. Hutch, it's Patrick. Gotta be careful about these bridges. Oh! No, no, oh no! Oh no, there she goes! Oh no! Oh, Joe. Oh man, they were in a perfect position to take out that Tiger too. Oh. Driver just underestimated the bridge a little bit. And Abfaz comes over and will collect some CE with his buddy Birda for their player bonus checks this weekend. Oh! Damn, that Tiger was right for the taking. Or right for the picking. One shot to the rears. Papiazza. Contrats. Splinter trying to back up. The 76 making another shot at him, though. No, they do. And the Tiger goes, I'm gonna do it regardless. Mr. Nimbus inside the circle yet again. Mr. Nimbus has found a nice little... Been able to relentlessly... Been able to get in here a whole bunch. Mr. Nimbus coming around the corner. Mr. Nimbus. No, he's going to get seized. No, and he gets the stab right in the back. There you go, Mr. Nimbus. And he's going to go for more. No, and he gets number 2. He's going to go for the garrison. Oh my gosh, he's going to dismantle the garrison. Oh, Mr. Nimbus. On fire today, buddy. Oh my gosh. Electrifying. You will not see that in Hollywood. That was great. Airhead coming into the back for PG60, looking to get another attempt there going. Looks like the marker is placed though. And the Allies are well aware of what's going to be going on. Mr. Nimbus. Oh my gosh, buddy. You gotta be high as a kite right now. Feeling so good. Yieldy. Takes out one from the distance. 24 minutes left to go, everybody. PG60 having a little bit of leaks over here to the far right. Yieldy gets another. Going for Echo out there to the distance. Oh, does get the shot. Okay. Yieldy's got to be careful. The hard cap is right there to his left with Raspberries in the building. Oh. It's okay. Got a little good run. Sabo 95. Say Morgan Video. Morgan Video. Can you say Uber? Uber? There you go, Sabo. Remember, there's a delay, buddy, so I won't be able to reply. It's not a live stream. Well, it's not live. Jumbo 76 down below. Rocket over there to Moose. Blueberry to the back. The Axis armor trying to get a Panzer IV over here on the wide left flank. Contrast, pop out, Splinter. I mean, we've seen 3 solid attempts on Carentan Causeway. Oh, we're no doubt going to see a 4th. PG60 Garrison on the hard cap. I'll be right for a bombing run. Omni over there to the rears of the circle. Omni. Coming on up nice and quiet. Here's the Garrison. Going to start to dismantle. Takes out one. Oh, go prone, buddy. Go prone, go prone. Okay, good. There you go. Gets wiped, but the Garrison is taken out. And that'll send a little bit of shivers down the Axis spine. As far as like, well, our backline isn't as safe as we thought it was. Rough, though, will immediately place it back down. And that's the beautiful thing about competitive Helios. Even though you lose a Garrison, you can always count on a squad lead to immediately place it, as opposed to pub matches. As we all know, the struggles with those. Now, Commander Snickers Lion has been pretty consistent when it comes to the pushes. We've seen the artillery strikes called in. He's stacking up munitions right now. We have 780 munitions. So we'll be able to get 3 artillery strikes, a bombing run to launch towards Carentan Causeway for the next big push, plus an airhead, 530 manpower, 1,000 fuel. A little bit of backline movement here from House Squad. We have 1 outpost over here from Charlie. House Squad maybe thinking about doing a double support swap, or maybe there's an Axis supply drop already back there, and that'll be placed. Do have a couple blueberries over there, though, in the middle of Jordan Canal, watching the perimeter. Let's go check out the defense. Oh no, the Jumbo 76 is a little bit of a pickle here. Raspberries are getting a little bit closer. Heine to the left. Jumbo's trying to back up, but they got that repair station right behind him. Ah, Mecca. Oh, but a rocket! No! Oh, no! Oh, Mecca just about to place a satchel on, and the rocket comes in. Oh. Oh, it's such... It's just how it goes sometimes. Literally just about to place it. I mean, that was probably 1 or 2 seconds away. And the 75 gets clapped. Beyond Question says, can you focus on Abfall sometimes? That's my boy at work, and I'm trying to see how the game works. Might try it. Oh, sure, buddy. I can happy to get some camera time for Abfall. I think I got a little bit at least. Maybe not, though. Try to find him. But yes. Let's see where Abfall is. You know, on the PC side, I'm able to type in a name and find people pretty quickly. Where is Abfall? Oh, there he is, over there to the back. Okay, let's go see what Abfall is up to. Abfall. He's a Fellfable. Coming around to the left. Abfall. Magnum. Abfall takes him down with the MP40. Now Abfall's going to continue on here. Abfall. Scanning the 4th point real quick. Seeing what the approach is like. Abfall is the MP40, which means he's going to have the satchel loadout. Pulls out the satchel, has a couple supply crates in front of him, along with a repair station. Abfall! Trying to figure out where to place it. No! But got the satchel down. Hey, got the satchel. And now what that's going to do is going to have a nice little AoE effect and be able to get both supply crates along with the repair station. And most likely we'll get Rambler, as he thinks he's just chilling up here on the building, but little does he know that he's about to go ba-ba-ba-do-it. Rambler holds. Gets shot in the back. Satchel goes off. Alrighty, so that will clear all that. Carentan Causeway looks all good to go. Ready versus Bronze. Bronze wins the 1 versus 1. But it looks like the Raspberry spawn waves are kind of cleaned. We just have one more. They do have a garrison. They do. I mean, that's going to be active. Christy. Rosa. Have fun. Holds, trying to figure out what would be the best approach here. They do have a Puma now to support them, but the Puma hits a mine. Oh, the drive all that way. They just hit a mine. PG60 not committing all the garrisons here just yet. Or not committing a whole bunch of raspberries to the garrison here. Still focusing on the defense as they know Carentan Causeway came close to being lost before. Charlie squad over there to the back line. That's going to be squad up, a recon SL. Abfall gets one rocket over there into the Stewie. Should have another one here in just a second. Abfall! Nailed it! And it takes out the light tank. Heine, Rosa, Schotten. Heavy tank over to the far left, and then we have another heavy. The Allies are in position for another big attack, but obviously with 13 minutes left, they got to make their decision soon. Brandt taking out the garrison with ease. B coming around the side. Conholio guns down Brandt. And B no doubt is being. Oh, nope. A little bit of camp progress here. The Allies still do have that garrison up to the north, the southwest. I don't think this is that serious. It all depends on how serious PG60 gets. If they decide to flood this with maybe 2 or 3 more SLs, then it could be a little bit of a bugaboo. Allies responding. Got a good chunk up there to the northwest, down to the southwest. And that's what you want to see. You want to see the spawns come in from multiple angles back towards the hard cap in order to clear that up. Chris, come around the corner. Heine to the opposite side. Heine's going to hear the water, though. Nope, doesn't. Chris will head that way. Let's go see what's going on at Causeway. The front line begins to splinter a little bit as the Allies had to bring back reinforcements to help out Jordan Canal. And the Raspberries took advantage of that. And now they're pushing forward. Brawa. Yeah, you know, some of these squad leads in competitive Helios, you won't see them get the highest CE, because Brawa here, just looking out to the distance with the binoculars. And some squad leads just want to monitor and report back intelligence. French, Crank, jump on the AT gun. But yeah, a lot of squad leads will just, or some squad leads will just be responsible for relaying intel back. And just focus on enhancing the other teammates' capabilities to frag, fire AT guns, all that kind of good stuff. Frontline begins to be stacked a little bit more. Bombing run on its way. And this may be the last Allied attempt, everybody. We know that'll be the last bombing run. Airhead coming in. Airhead did land around the smoke nades. Raspberries coming forward. More smoke. Flare comes up. Brawa. Rough. Cool run. Jonesy patrolling around. Not too sure if we're going to see an airhead spawn wave in time. Oh, there's a big bell wave. Oh, look at that. And the blueberries pour on it. They got smoke cover. They're rushing into the hard cap. Oh, cap progress begins. The Allies got to send it. Counter bombing run though from PG60, I believe. Oh, this could be. Oh, this will good. Oh no. Oh, it cleans it all up. Oh man, it was gonna look so good. But every time the Allies seem to have a good chance, PG60, the commander. Who's commanding today for PG60? Who's the Axis commander? Not too sure if I saw him earlier or not. Looking for the little symbol. Oh, there we go. Who's the commander today? It's going to be Metz. That's right. Oberst Metz. But yes, Oberst Metz seems to be saving those bombing runs for when the Allies have a big push. And every time the Allies get a little bit of momentum, those Heinkels come out, or Ju-88s, not too sure what they are. But they come out in force and destroy the push. We do have another big blueberry wave, though. Looks like the Allies may be just sending everything forward. But the raspberries stack the hard cap. Couple raspberries still on the perimeter. Rocket comes into the side. Dex. One. Still time. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left, everybody. If the Allies could get a lucky artillery round, maybe some SPA, a couple tanks, and this 76 unfortunately is going to have no time to get towards the hard cap, I believe. I'm surprised they aren't relocating, but they're going to be on defense, it looks like, for the rest of the game. We massacre. Hildy. Raspberry's holding on. The raspberry wave. All pouring back. Strafing run. Gets a couple. Tank gets clapped down below. Looks like that was a Luke's, I believe, going to the hard camp. More smoke falls. Just trying to obscure the blueberry movements. We don't have many blueberries outside of sector, everybody. This is pretty much a full frontal attack, which is leaving opportunities for people like Jig Squad to come around to the rears. Ivan may have a chance to get the garrison. Nope, GS. No, GS saves the garrison. What a nice play there by GS. Whew, that's big. That allows the Allies to keep funneling bodies down to the south in the sector. Oh, let's go get a POV of the 75 as it cruises on forward. 75 squishes one down below. Rocket. Fabianus with 2 and then 75 is engine. Fabianus gonna load up another one. Oh, and the satchel as well. But am I hallucinating? Okay, there's the raspberry spawn wave. I was like, where'd they all go? D-strike lands somewhere. To the north on the road. Another raspberry wave. This critical garrison. Right there in the trench. Can the blueberries do it? The raspberries seem pretty determined that they will not. Everybody's holding strong. Don't see any break in the line. But the weather begins to pick up at the worst time for the defense. Oh, Woody! Gets so close, but the artillery takes him out. Nimbus! Oh, Nimbus is gonna get cooked. Berserker tortures him with the flames. Blueberries all rushing into sector. Artillery strikes called into the back. Blueberries are trying. But there's too many raspberries inside the circle, I think. Oh, the blueberries just die one after another. No! Yeah, the Purple Heart Lane punishment is so real for the infantry. I mean, with the weather, it's a little bit better, but it's still pretty painful. It's Patrick Hutch over here in the circle. Get blasted right there by the building. Alrighty, everybody, that will do it for this one. Congratulations to the Axis for taking home the 3-2 victory after a fantastic slugfest. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between these two teams. Carentan, Causeway. I mean, Purple Heart Lane definitely kept up to its name today. That's for sure. I mean, there is no doubt that both sides will want to not play this map for a little while, that's for sure. That was a really, really good battle over Causeway. Mr. Nimbus getting some good highlight reels right in the middle of the hard cap. No doubt I'll be making a little clip of you, buddy. The Gary takedown, the double knife. Absolutely beautiful. Raspberries celebrate a hard-fought victory. And the Blueberries did a good job on defense. I mean, you can't forget them. I mean, they held the line. They responded to the threats. Didn't allow the Raspberries to push across at all. Very solid Purple Heart Lane game. Even though it felt like more than one cap, it was just one cap, everybody. Alrighty, so that will be it for this one. I'm going to give commends up here to Commander Snickers Line. Actually, we'll go get commends. Is Mr. Nimbus still here? Where's Mr. Nimbus? Probably won't see him in time. Tend to always see Mr. Nimbus to, or the player I want to give commends to, way too late. Oh, there he is, Mr. Nimbus. There he goes. Oh, 1839 CE. Love to see it. Even more than the tankers up there. Mr. Nimbus. All right, let's see what kind of, let's see if we get to level, we're going to be about halfway through level 88, I believe. There we go. Alrighty, artillery engineer level 5. There we go. But yes, thank you for joining me today, everybody. If you're interested in competitive Hell Loose, be sure to check out the Discord link in the video description or on my profile page. And you can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all that kind of good stuff. If you want to view all of my streams, you can look on my live page on my YouTube, and you can see them all listed there. I'll have one more tonight. It'll be really late tonight, I think around 8:30 Eastern. Too late for the Europeans, of course, but for those of you in the States or maybe overseas, feel free to tune into that. And then tomorrow, of course, I have more streams, Monday streams, Tuesday streams, every day have streams. Sure, pretty much every day at this point have streams. There's always something going on in competitive Hell Loose. They do not sleep. They always want to beat the crap out of each other. And I'm here for it. Okay. All right, buddy, before you take off, be sure to hit that like button if you could, please. If you have any questions, go drop a comment below. And I think that's about it. Hope you enjoyed the stream, and I will see you next time. Have a good one, buddy.